Hi guys. So I'm about to share a reading I did last night. Let's see, today is the 5th, November 5th. So yesterday was the 4th and I did a reading, and you can tell I'm a little drained, but it's a good reading. And actually I feel like it really relates to my last read. If you did miss it, it's called Hang in There. And it was relating to this Hanged Man card, which I had been shown in a dream. And this was right before, election day. So I took it as a message for us and did this read on it. And I feel a lot of these cards actually end up coming up in the read I'm about to share, which I think is relevant. So if you missed it, you might be interested in checking it out. I'll just show you how I feel like it has been playing out. I mean, justice is being served. I almost feel this could be like conceptually justice, but I am hearing a lot of good when Trump tries to pull a fast one. The judges are not giving him wins in these, he's contesting things and trying to stop vote counts, which is all right here, this attempt to sort of steal the election. It's not working. So it's upside down here. So I said it's not going to work. And and this being the upside down Nine of Pentacles, I felt there were a lot of votes and these are our votes, and because it's the Fool, and Biden would be the new administration, it's the Biden votes that have been suppressed. But here I do see the completion of all of them being counted. This Wheel of Fortune present here is, Trump going. This Tower, I think Trump wanting to sort of throw out our voting system to serve himself. And, our fear that he would succeed in doing that. But I do feel here, I'm feeling those who are able to make judgments are making judgments little by little. This was the little by little. So I feel that's happening, and that there will not be, we all know it's not working. It's not going to work. He's not going to take this thing. And of course, Trump at the bottom there with that Four of Cups, not wanting to accept results. And, the counting of the votes, it's taking a while. Although right now, I just feel like things are about to turn. I feel like Biden tonight might be accepting this, which is so interesting because in the read last night, I saw that right here, it's coming. Also, a little note here, if things go sour in Arizona and it starts to look like that's going toward Trump, don't worry. I think that it's going to be Pennsylvania for Biden, and that's all Biden needs. And I also think he'll get Georgia as well, but I think it's going to be Pennsylvania, hopefully soon. Also, another thing, I'm going out of town tomorrow for a few days. I forgot that we planned this little trip. We're going to just drive up to the woods, and there's going to be snow, and it's probably going to be just exactly perfect to just get away for a couple of days. But I'm sorry I won't be here to do reads, but everybody just hang in there, and I'll be back Monday, I suppose, unless we get snowed in longer, but I don't think so. But so that's it. I will give you over to the reading now. Thanks. Bye. I think let's just get a general read. I just want to, I'm too drained to try to read into these details. I just would like a general read from Spirit. So I think I need these crow cards. I need a little healing energy from my crows. Those came out right away. These cards always, they tend to fly out. Oh my God. Should I go with it? Okay. Oh, I like this. That's a positive. There's that 10 of Pentacles. That is coming. We are going to get more and more of the full count. Okay. So what I get, it's funny, it takes me right to this Eight of Wands again. And this is exactly where we are. So much coming at us right now. Covered by this Ace of Wands, which is the judgment that we're waiting on, this Ace of Wands. So yeah, a lot of wands coming at us in order to reach this final Ace of Wands judgment. That's where we are. At the surface, this Seven of Wands is holding one's ground. We have covering everything. You know, this is telling us, I believe Joe is going to stand his ground. So no worries there. We have an upright Hierophant at the bottom here. Everyone working below the surface. It's upright. In the other read, it was upside down. So, but that was just on the side. That sketchy kind of government types on the side. This we have it in our main read right upside, you know, sort of connecting with this holding one's ground. So, you know, feel good and confident on that the system, the voting system, those in charge and working hard is the energy beneath it all, and you know, Joe standing his ground is the energy above it all. And here, this has been my I often think of like the new inauguration with this Four of Cups. It's been my like Joe and Kamala inauguration card. But it's here, so it's referencing something that will be sooner. So I think this is probably like the speech. Like the first thing I thought of was them, you know, an acceptance speech on deck. I mean, on deck, they're probably even working on it. And I actually believe this also says that in their own, you know, private campaign headquarters, they know they won, okay? They know they won, so there it is. But they sort of have to sit back and wait. This Four of Swords is a sort of rest. It's like those swords, you know, instead of using them to be fighting, you know, this crow has put down the sword and is just waiting. So that's where they are. This is very where we are right now. So they're celebrating, but they're just waiting to let the rest of us know it's done. This hopes and fears, here's our Four of Cups that I had in this position in my last read, because that's Trump not wanting to accept the deal. I keep wanting to call it an offer, which is interesting. Is there an offer? Leave. If you leave, you know, we'll give you something to just go, get out, disappear. You know, I wonder if they have stuff on him and they're like, go. Wow, that feels big to me. I don't know. I really feel there might be something like that. But if nothing else, that's definitely representing Trump maybe not accepting the deal or the offer, or basically but I had said it as the results. He doesn't want to accept the results. And that probably makes everyone nervous how far he's gonna go. But I do think that's a deal. I think they are hoping he takes it. And the fear is, you know, that he doesn't. And I forgot the best card of all. Oh, and I didn't say this one either. This tells me a lot. So this Page of Pentacles, I had said in my last read that the pentacles are like votes to me in my voting reads, because they're things of value. We go from a Page of Pentacles to a 10 of Pentacles. This card also was here in my last read. And it tells me that feeling like this, maybe this, and a page is sort of a small, you would say a small win, Watching back, it's clear to me the Page of Pentacles represents each vote. So I think that the message remains that once each vote is counted, we'll get that completion and feel good about it. It will feel big. This completion feels big and rich. I mean, the 10 is a lot. It's the most. It's the highest. And that it just feels very positive to me. Right? Coming in is a 10 of Pentacles. I'm getting chills on the top of my head. So that makes me feel like I might be onto something with that. We're going to feel more like this, which means a bigger win. This would be, well, first of all, this would be the completion. It's almost like I feel like all the votes suddenly, I mean, I know it's already happening, but it's like all the votes suddenly start to become more clear. So for now, I mean, there is a feeling when you're holding your ground, it's kind of like you're still a bit struggling. I mean, people are trying to knock you off your pedestal there, and so it doesn't feel like a super amount of power. It just feels like you're fighting and struggling, but you're holding your ground. You're succeeding. This feels like a happier, more rich feeling. This is like, you know, you have a wish, you get all the wishes. You know, you want some money, you get all the money. It's a very satisfied feeling, and 10 being completion. And then we talked about this, and then the final outcome, I get this 10 of Swords. That is like an absolute ending. I believe that this is representing Donald Trump, okay? The fact that this 10 of Swords is here in the final outcome and the 10 of Pentacles win is coming sooner than that, it tells me that Trump will not concede to the Biden win, which is not a surprise. But it's like Biden wins, and still it will take a while for Trump to either accept the loss or have whatever this final ending is. It's over. It's the end, okay? It is the end. And I feel confident, first of all, that it's Trump because we have Biden here above it all, standing his ground. We have the Hierophant here upright. He's going. And then I also did get some clarifiers that that were very encouraging and positive. And this is like the Two of Wands is sort of like entering into a new doorway. And it's also like achievement and looking forward to the new thing, okay? So this is just like the next step. It's a 2. It's the first in a new journey forward. We get through a new doorway. We get to the next step. This World card is very positive. It's also a completion card. So it's like this is the end, and these are both completion cards. And that 2 of them are positive and also represent, especially this one, going into a new doorway. We're going into the next step, the next stage, and that includes this ending to these shenanigans, this ending to this presidency that just needs to die already. I do get this 5 of Pentacles, which I also got in the last read. On the side when I said that when Biden wins, or maybe it's inauguration, that there might be some sort of melancholy that goes along with it, which I think I still feel when I look at these crows. I do feel COVID in this. You know, maybe we sort of forgot about it because of all this other stuff, and it's just sort of ravaging us a bit. And also, like, you know, this also just does concern me about the economy. Like, I'm afraid Trump's gonna, you know, could the economy be affected? Or, you know, the economy is affected anyway by COVID and people. This could just be people's personal economy. Like, can we have some help here? Watching back, I'm also connecting this 5 of Pentacles with that 10 of Swords taking Trump out. You'll see in the side stories, I do feel he is guilty of helping to lose votes, Democratic votes, of course. So that 5 of Pentacles could be relating to that. Maybe he's busted for doing something like that, and then it's really over. So I'll say on the side here, when I got this 10 of Swords ending card, I felt very assured because I have this 9 of Pentacles. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, both upright now. Almost like oh, They're telling him to leave. Ultimately, it's over. I think they might be kind of like telling him there are more votes that we're aware of or something like that. Because this Nine of Pentacles was like this, upside down. That was missing votes. That was something happening to more votes. And then here, now I've got it as an upright 10 of Pentacles, which is like all the votes will be seen, aware of. That we'll be aware of more votes. And now we have the upright 10 of Pentacles here with his ending, like his ending has to do with some of these votes, some of the voter suppression, and maybe they are able to connect it to him. So the wealth of votes, the King of Wands, I do feel, even though Biden was a King of Cups in my last read and has been for a while, I feel like a new energy from Biden, which makes me feel like as president, he's not going to be such a King of Cups, but more of a King of Wands. And that seems appropriate. There's a strength to it. And of finally owning that crown and that position. Owning it, taking, you know. So that's great. I think that's good. I do have these loss cards. So, okay, yeah. So I feel that there is some loss. There is a loss card here. You know, we're feeling this sadness. There's emotion. And then with this Eight of Swords, which is a feeling a bit trapped. I think the feelings of sadness relates to our growing awareness of the voter suppression problem that we have in this country and the hate problem and racism problem at the root of it. So even with this win, there is that sadness. That Six of Swords being how much more difficult it was for some people to vote than others, and how we're seeing now this attempt by Trump to hijack the election. And the Two of Swords with a similar meaning. It shouldn't be this hard to get your vote counted anywhere, let alone in America. And the King of Swords at the end, I think, is an investigation into all of this by Biden, who is our King of Wands here. What I felt from this was this King of Swords. And I was wondering, I was like, is there going to be like an investigation into some of these things, okay? And I have the King of Swords here. I have the King of Wands. Okay, so we've got the King of Wands. I think that Biden might be able to get something started where we look for, and this makes me feel there are some holdups still. Who knows who's holding what up? This could relate to some Senate races, like still, okay, yeah, we're still waiting on some Senate stuff. We can't, it's like there could be maybe some races that are contested, or we're still waiting on some of that. And a King of Swords could be sort of an investigation. Maybe we're going to have some investigation into some races here. Well, there is some feelings of loss. I can't help but keep this card as a part of these two cards. It's like Nine of Pentacles is positive, King of Wands is positive, but there is a sadness and a loss here. You know, and maybe we'll learn more as we understand what some of the voting issues were and feel better about the election. But you know what? A lot of people came out. It seems to me that a lot of people came out for Trump. Why people would go back and vote for him again? Why is everyone like this? That's my question. So we'll see about that. And then once I did the other three cards, I looked again and had a Hermit card, which I did get in my last read too, I think, which was counting the votes. But this can also be examining even more closely some of the things that we were concerned about. Or this can, and also maybe that thing I was talking about, like it's time for us to reflect on ourselves. Once we can stop worrying about this, we can start to look at like the problems in this country, try to understand why people are like that. But looking into some of the voting things, and then this Page of Swords is like a story. Oh, okay, yeah. And then this Seven of Cups being an illusion delusion card. And a Page of Swords is some news. Okay, yeah. looking into things. This could be like, this is news investigators, and possibly, yeah, news investigators, but possibly other investigators, and the Page of Swords being those stories or that information coming out about the illusion delusion. Things maybe are not as they seem. There could have been some vote switching. This Two of Pentacles, and switching toward the King of Pentacles being Trump, the king, you know, the Mr. Power. And I think this is where he was involved in it. He was involved in it, and they know it. And that's what's gonna get him out, I think. Take this offer and go. And I'm sorry, I don't want to argue about what the offer is and what he may or may not get away with, but I just can't think about that right now. This is some cheating for Trump. Cheating for Trump. And this is that Six of Swords, that votes disappearing. Votes disappearing. I don't know if there's a whistleblower, but this is someone calling out. Someone's going to call out and say something doesn't make sense. So this is super interesting. Investigations and stories. Things maybe were not what they seem. Someone, you know what I got with this just now? What do they say? Someone is... Sometimes when I'm reading, I can't find the words because I'm sort of in like in this other like place with my mind, but singing, yes. A low-level person involved in these shenanigans is singing. Whew. And a tower is coming, and I got chills on that. I gotta stop looking at the cards. Someone is singing and giving and saying, because they're desperate to save themselves. It wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. I just did what they told me to do. This excites me. Queen of Cups, I don't know who that is. Someone is singing about this, about a woman that might have been part of it. So, I hope you liked that read. That will probably be my last one until I'm back from my little trip, so I'll check in with you guys next week. Hang in there a little bit longer. I still feel like I'm, you know, getting good cards, even though I am feeling like I'm still feeling some of that sadness and heaviness as part of it, but I think we will, you know, we'll get through it and keep the faith. So, you know, we've got some good people working hard. We've got some good outcomes coming our way. So just like getting through the mud and the drudge of whatever this time is, just keep trudging through it. And thank you for watching. I'm really so glad I have people to share my reads with. I'm glad you enjoy them as much as I do. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. And as always, let me know what you're picking up on your reads, or even if you pick up something in my cards. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.